Alright everyone, let's talk about the main six for a little bit, okay? Now don't get me wrong, they're the main characters in the show, so I have to like them, right? I have to love all of them, in every sense of the way, otherwise every brony ever will come and attack me. Well, I should probably be ready for this. There isn't really a character that I hate in the main six. There never has been and there probably never will be. But when you actually look at the other five compared to a certain character, it's definitely a big difference. Twilight Sparkle on the one hand has a great character arc. She's become a princess, she's become kind of a successor to Celestia in a way. She has come a very long way since the start of the show, and for that, her character is deeply interesting to me, and cool. Rainbow Dash, on the other hand, is brooding and sporty, and overall, we don't really know too much about her past. We know she was friends with Fluttershy at the flying school, and now she's a Wonderbolt. She's come pretty far too, but again, the fact that we don't know much about her background either is really interesting to me, and for that, her character is cool. Pinkie Pie is crazy, random, and just everything you want in a character. There's nothing to really hate about Pinkie Pie, and for that reason, again, I like her. Applejack works on the farm with her family, and let's be honest, she isn't the most interesting character. She's even been described as the best background pony. But let's be honest, even Applejack is interesting at times. Some of her songs in the show are definitely, in my opinion, some of the best. And for that, she is by far one of the better characters in the show. Rarity is, of course, best pony, to me and to other people as well. And I don't even think I need to say anything. She is awesome, she is best pony, all hail Lady Rarity. But then we come to Fluttershy and, well, she's shy. That's about it, right? She's shy. Yeah, I got nothing. Now, before you go down into the comments and start to attack me for this blatant statement, let me explain. I just plain don't like Fluttershy. I don't think I ever have, and the amount of people that I've seen that do like her is quite shocking to me. Her character has stayed pretty much the same for quite a while, and before you go on and say, well, she's had loads of character development, she's more assertive now. Yes, I guess. I mean, when Flutterbrutta came about, she seemed more assertive, but even that episode still seemed to deal with, like, the whole shyness of her family. It wasn't just directed at her, but it still had to deal with that same sort of topic, and it does seem like every Fluttershy episode that there's been has focused in some way on her shyness. You had Hurricane Fluttershy, which focused on her shyness. You had Putting Her Hoof Down, which focused on her shyness. And you had Philly Vanilli, which also focused on her shyness. I think it's safe to assume that everyone has pretty much the same ideas. It is kind of a shame, but that's what they've been doing, so I'm not going to argue with it. And before you go ahead and say, well, she has a great character, she's adorable, she's lovely, she's pretty. No. Okay, being adorable, let's be honest, doesn't make her a good character in any way. At least I don't think so. To me, Fluttershy is adorable, but that doesn't make her character good in any way. It really doesn't. Just because a pony's adorable, honestly doesn't make them a good character. Now, I'm not saying to you guys, go ahead, hate Fluttershy, she's awful, she's a terrible character, because again, I said at the beginning of this video that I don't hate any of the main six, and I don't hate Fluttershy, I just dislike her a lot. Mostly because a lot of her episodes are the same, but again, she doesn't seem to have come as far as people might think. She's still pretty shy, scared of everything, and I get that that's supposed to be her character, but when you actually consider how far a lot of the other characters have come on the show, it's kind of a shame to see this one character fall behind still, just that bit. It's one of the reasons that I don't really like her character, and there just doesn't seem to be much appealing about her character besides her being, as some people call her, adorable. And I don't really like to call ponies adorable in the first place because they're ponies. It sounds awkward, let's be honest, but I don't know, the amount of people that I see who actually like Fluttershy, and I don't see anything wrong with that, it does astound me. I do think it does astound me. There are other much better characters in the show, and why Fluttershy? Like, I have to ask the question, why Fluttershy? Because she doesn't seem to have had the best character development on the show. Hell, Applejack, in my opinion, has more character development than Fluttershy. Even Discord has more character development than Fluttershy. Okay? At least this is just my opinion as well. You don't have to agree with me, but I really don't like Fluttershy, and I think the amount of people that will not agree with me is going to be a lot, let's be perfectly honest, but I really don't like Fluttershy. I think she's just a character that gets way too much love, I feel. I feel like there are other characters that deserve much more love. And a lot of people disagree with me because I like Rarity, and obviously Rarity hasn't had that much character development either, apparently. Which is also very true and a very valid point, but I think what sets Rarity's episodes apart from Fluttershy's is that they have some kind of interesting premise behind them, or they just have some kind of interesting reason behind them. It's not like every episode that Rarity has is all about her worrying over her dresses and such. Just like Fluttershy's is mostly about her shyness, and when they're not about her shyness and have some kind of interesting premise, it just seems like there's another character with her, or there's another character taking the helm as well, and it's not just Fluttershy. Again, the episodes I've talked about have been Fluttershy's specific episodes, and that's what I'm on about. That's the problem. Fluttershy is just a character I personally don't enjoy because she's not given enough development, enough interesting development anyway. I think the most interesting thing we've seen from Fluttershy is her family, and even then, they weren't the most interesting bunch of characters, but, you know, that is, in my opinion, the most interesting thing we've seen of Fluttershy so far. I think she's a very downgraded character and by far not the best of the main six. The fact that people like her doesn't bother me. I'm just stating that I don't like Fluttershy. I wanted to make this video for a while, just going over my worst main six character, because Fluttershy is at the bottom of my main six, and yeah, you're probably not going to agree with that, and I get it, but let's be honest here, Fluttershy isn't the best character in the main six, and I'm not saying you're wrong if you think so, I'm just saying that that's not my point of view on the whole situation, and I do hope that when Season 7 does roll around, we see a good Fluttershy episode. I mean, we finally got a good Spike episode last season. Maybe this could be the year of Fluttershy, I don't know. We might see a comeback from this yellow and pink pony, but who knows, maybe she'll just stay the same, shy and timid as usual. It's not as if that's not her character trait, and I understand that. I'm not saying change it completely, I'm saying change it more than you have done, because no matter how assertive she is now, she still doesn't seem to have changed much to me. I don't see a change, even in Flutterbrutta I don't see a change, and let's be honest, it honestly just felt a lot like putting your hoof down, and apart from Iron Will, that wasn't exactly a great episode in and of itself. But I hope you enjoyed this video, guys. If you guys enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Don't attack me down in the comments. I don't want that. Or you can if you want. Doesn't bother me. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video.